So what happens is if New York, which is like a state like New York, they have to import like 85% of the food. That's right. See, so they need those trucks to keep coming in. The problem is if the trucks don't come in, what would a place like New York City do? I mean, there's no farmland on Times Square and food does not grow in the supermarket. But one of the good things when you run out of food is you can then eat your neighbors. That's right, because your neighbors are alive and humans are made of meat. That's right. Humans are made of delicious, delicious meat. So you can eat your neighbor. And the good thing about your neighbor being made of meat is the fact you get a lot of protein. And then your neighbor also has bones. Boom, now you got your calcium. That's right. So what you want to do is you want to grind up your neighbor's bones. And then what you do is you put it in some water. And then you boil it if you happen to still have gas and electricity. All right, and make sure you get the bone marrow. You want the bone marrow. Bone marrow is the sweetest part. And you put all that together, you got a bone broth soup, and I like to call that the neighbor's delight. You can also fry up an arm or a thigh. See, there are many options here with eating your neighbors when you run out of food because of the Civil War. That's the benefit of it because you probably got lots of neighbors. Like there are millions and millions of people in New York. That's millions and millions of people you can eat. At least the ones who are still alive who haven't starved to death. But you know, if you don't mind roadkill, you can eat them too. But anyway, I digress. So what you want to do is you want to take the neighbor, you could fry up a thigh, you could fry up a leg, you could fry up, you know, a pectoral muscle or something like that. And the best part about that is I hear that we taste like chicken. That must mean the skin is the best part. Now, eventually, you won't have any neighbors to eat because you'll run out of neighbors. And at that point, you'll start starving. But that's all right, because now you get to drop some of that excess weight you gained from eating your neighbor who lives above you, who kept playing their music too loud. Now, someone might say, how are you going to protect yourself? Do you own a gun? I do not own a gun. In fact, the last time I even fired a .22 rifle was about 35 years ago and only did it once. So they're like, well, how are you going to protect yourself then? Well, it's very simple. See, I have a wooden spoon. That's right. And when I was a boy and I acted up, my mama, who was Italian, used to beat my ass with a wooden spoon. And if a wooden spoon is good enough for my ass, it's good enough for my neighbor's ass or anybody who tries to harm me. And the other thing is, this one's not very big. So what if I'm dealing with somebody with a fat ass? I use a bigger wooden spoon. That's right. So this is all my advice, or some of it at least. I'm sure I could have prepared more for this, but again, I haven't done it in a year, so forgive me. But anyway, I love you all. You've been a dynamite audience. You deserve to give yourselves a round of applause. Let's go!